single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2020 Ford Ranger. It's a 2 litre TDCi EcoBlue 213 Wildtrak Auto. It's done 85,000 miles and it's got full Ford service history. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be very popular, mainly because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, as if you were here today with me in person. As I go around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, scratches or dints. We'll have a look at the wheels and the tyres, looking at the tread depths. We'll have a look in the back, then we'll have a look inside the vehicle, looking at the seats and the functionality inside. I'll even tell you what it smells like in there as well. When we've done that, we'll pop the bonnet and have a look at the engine. And finally, we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine, the chassis, and of course the spare wheel. Now, I'd like to think that that covers most things that most people will look at and a little bit more if you were to come here in person. So I'd like to think that it covers everything that you need to see. Now, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you'd like to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance a vehicle, because it is a VAT applicable vehicle, I will need to have a deposit that covers the VAT. In some very rare circumstances, you can look to borrow that, but that's going to depend on you and your personal circumstances. It's also worth mentioning that once you've watched the video, if you think I've missed something, or if you'd like to see something in a little bit more detail, please just ask. We've got nothing to hide. I'd rather show it you before you basically leave the comfort of your own home, so that you're comfortable with everything that you're coming to see. Right, so let's start with the bonnet and then we'll work our way around from there. Now, it's quite early in the morning here. It has rained overnight, so there's a little bit of water on the bonnet. Hopefully you can see past that. But as I say, the vehicle, 85,000 miles, but it's a 2020 vehicle. It's in great condition, to be honest with you. But let's have a good look around it. So, bonnet. Let's just zoom that out a little bit. Hopefully you can see from that there's no nasty marks or dents. Everything looks really nice and clean. Now, it's done 85,000 miles. It's been on British roads. It goes without saying there's going to be stone chips. Let's do my best to show you a few, or the ones that are obvious. So I can only actually see one actually, and that's that one there. I'm just looking now, see if I can see any others. And there's nothing obvious. Certainly no dents. Right, so driver's side headlight and front bumper. Things to note: it has got front parking sensors, which is a nice option. Again, there's going to be stone chips, but what I'll do, if I see any nasty marks, I'll show you those. And obviously just bear in mind, as I say, there are stone chips, but not going to be many. So, driver's side headlight, front bumper, working our way around, the grille, and the passenger side headlight, all in fantastic condition. One tiny little mark just there, stone chip obviously. Passenger side front wing is in nice clean condition, as you can see. There's no nasty marks or dents. Being hypercritical, it looks like it's rubbed against a bush or something and it's just left a small mark. As you rub it, your finger's coming off. So, passenger side front wheel and tyre, it's a Continental tyre. The wheel's in good condition. There are a couple of little tiny marks, but nothing serious. Laser edged wheels, they always seem to pick marks up for some reason. Excuse me. The tyre, it looks all but new. I would guess there's got to be 9mm, I would have thought, maybe a little bit less. Under the arch, as you can see, everything looks nice and clean and dry. The windscreen, from what I can see, I can't see any stone chips or cracks. Obviously we'll be able to tell better when we get inside. I can see there's little lines in it, which means it's obviously a heated screen. Passenger mirror back's in nice clean condition. There's a couple of very tiny marks, but nothing serious. Mirrors intact. Let's go over the pillars. I don't know why, but some are quite susceptible to getting little dents on the pillars, and I could never understand why, but I'll show it you, just so obviously we can cover all angles. So, passenger side of the roof is, again, it's lovely and clean, there's no damage. I always like to look at this view. The reason being is, especially with the canopy, you can see that it's a fantastic match, which probably suggests it's been on from brand new. The other thing is as well, you can see that there's no misalignment of gaps, there's no mismatch of colours. You can see that it's obviously not been painted, it's not been damaged, which is obviously nice to see. Right, so let's go down the passenger side. And again, I'm just looking for any marks, scratches or dents. And hopefully, as you can see from that, there's nothing that sticks out at all. The side step's in fantastic condition as well. Let's go have a couple of passes, make sure we're not missing anything. No, I can't see anything at all, so actually it's in fantastic condition. Onto the rear quarter. You've seen that, there's a little tiny dent just on that corner there. Look at the canopy in a minute. I'm more interested in obviously the body. And I can't see anything at all. Open obviously. Right, so passenger side rear wheel and tyre. Wheels in good condition. Again, there's a couple of little tiny marks, nothing serious. It's a matching tyre. Maybe a little bit less tread depth on this one, maybe 8mm. Obviously that's a guess, but it's approximate. Chassis is in great condition, as you can see. Obviously we'll have a good look underneath when we get there. From what I can see, it's all good. So the canopy is an aero class. Good quality canopy. As I say, that paint match is phenomenal, which is usually a decent indicator that it's probably been on from new. The actual canopy is in good condition. Passenger tail lights in nice clean condition. There's no damage, there's no cracks, there's no misting. Everything looks nice and clean. Rear bumper is in nice clean condition. As you can see, it's got a tow bar. Obviously these will tow 3.5 tonne. With a 10-speed automatic gearbox, and it also produces around 30 miles per gallon, which is obviously great for a decent sized vehicle. Tailgate is again really nice and clean. I can't see any marks or damage, but let's have a really close look first before I say that. See anything. There is a reversing camera, and I'll show you that working when we get inside, but it is super clear. Right, so let's have a look in the back. Something special in here. Oh right, that's right, it's central locking obviously. Found the key. Soft open. No, it's not. So decent size aperture and opening. I'm told that this is standard Ford equipment, so it's one of those things that you can purchase as an extra. As you can see, there's a locking handle and it sits in different positions. All the options are on there obviously, but that's a great bit of kit if you can make use of it. Use it for maybe a workstation, or you basically get access to things that would also usually be in the back. You can see that that's been on from new. It's nice and clean in the back. Canopy's in great condition as well inside. It's got the LED lights at work. It's very clean. It smells nice in the back as well, which is obviously an indicator it's not been used for anything nasty, basically toxic. Yeah, that's a cracking bit of kit. It is locked in place at that, as you can see. Very heavy, very sturdy. As I say, I'm told that that is a piece of kit that Ford will have put in. Again, not cheap. Another thing to notice, that tailgate is so light. Must be part of the new equipment. The old ones are very heavy, very sturdy. That one just feels very light and it's dead easy to pick up. Canopy pneumatics work perfectly, no issues at all. Right, onto the driver's side. Tail light's in great condition, there's no damage, there's no cracking, there's no misting, everything looks nice and clean. Being really critical, there's a tiny stone tip just at the very bottom there, but nothing serious. Driver's side rear quarter is in great condition. No marks or dents, everything looks really nice and clean. This truck is very clean. Right, driver's side rear wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition. Tiny little mark there, nothing serious. Matching tyre, matching tread depth to the opposite side. Again, lovely and clean under the axle. Good spare wheel, looks like a brand new spare. We'll have a look at that a bit closer when we get under there. Right, so let's go down the pillars on the driver's side. And again, no nasty marks or dents, everything's really nice and clean. Roof very clean as well, no nasty marks. So again, driver's side, no misalignment of gaps, all the panels look good, no mismatch of paint, everything's nice and clean, spot on. Right, so let's go down the driver's side. Side steps in great condition, panels look really nice and clean, I can't see any marks or dents. There's a little tiny one there I've just seen, actually. Don't know if it's going to show up, but it's just there, it's about the size of a pinhead. No, it won't show up. It is just literally there. And you can't see it, it's just me being finicky, but I'd rather show it you. Side step, as you can see, is lovely condition. Panels are actually really good on this. Whoever's had this has obviously really taken care of it. Always nice to see. Driver's side mirror back's nice and clean, there's no damage. Mirror's in good condition. Driver's side front wing. And again, it's in fantastic condition. Driver's side front wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition, matching tyre, and it's matching tread depth to the opposite side, so it's a all but brand new set of Continentals all round. Fronts are in much better condition than the rears, but again, it's only a couple of mil. Under the arches, really nice and clean. Right, so onto the interior. It's also worth mentioning that it is keyless entry, keyless go, and I didn't know this, but that little dent there, that dimple, if you press that, locks it and unlocks it. So it's a keyless entry, keyless go. Obviously the older ranges never did that. Driver's side door cards in nice clean condition. There's no damage, everything looks really nice and clean. On the armrest, you've got your electric windows transfer and then your window lock. Up above, you've got your door lock. Driver's seat is fully electric. And as you can see, it's got full manoeuvrability and everything works perfectly. There are Wildtrak overmats all round. Carpets are in nice clean condition, as are the mats. Obviously we will have a good look at everything else as we go around. Dashboard is really very nice and clean. There's no obvious marks or damage, everything looks spot on. Seats are in fantastic condition. I tell you what, I didn't do that. Let me have a quick get out again. Bolsters are very firm actually. Material's really nice and clean. As you can see, it's all good. You can't tell actually. If you told someone this truck had done, I don't know, 10,000 miles, they'd believe you. It's just in great condition. The bolsters on the passenger seat just feel like brand new. Do see this a lot with pickup trucks. They're obviously used as a company director's vehicle. Get the VAT back, get the tax back, blah blah blah. Make a lot of sense obviously in that way. But yeah, that seat's in fantastic condition. Dashboard obviously is in nice clean condition as well. 10-speed automatic gearbox. Yeah, everything's really nice and clean. Keys, there are 2 proper Ford keyless keys, as you can see, and then there are 3 Canopy keys as well. So let's start it up. To start it up, it's just a matter of, obviously the key's got to be in the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake, press the stop start button, fires into action straight away, no issues at all. So dashboard, hopefully you can see from that there's no warning lights on there. The only warning light is bottom right, which is this one, which is the handbrake light. Steering wheel is really nice and clean. There's a little bit of tiny wear just on that bit there, but there's no fading, there's no stitching out of place. Looks like someone's just sat there like that. It's just rubbed a little bit, but yeah, and it doesn't show its miles at all. So steering wheel controls, basically this part here controls this part of the screen here. There's lots of different options you can have on there. So you've got, obviously you can see that it's got all the different options on there for driver assist. So you've got obviously lane keeping, pre-collision, etc., traffic signs, tyre monitors, you name it, this car has got it. And display mode, you can obviously have different ones. As you can see, I think my favourite one, that's quite cool. You see that there? You can see that. Gives you the tyre pressures on there, so that's quite cool. So driver side right is a little bit higher than the others, so that might be something we'll look at as well. Zoom that out a little bit. Oh. Right, so yeah, that basically controls that, and there's lots of different options on there as well. I think my favourite is probably that one, if I'm honest. Gives you everything that you need. Obviously you've got your revs, lane departure warning, and then obviously your fuel. But yeah, lots of different options. Anyway, the lower part, oh, let me just zoom that out, sorry. Lower part is your cruise control, nice and straightforward. And then the left hand side is, as you can see, it controls, zoom that in again, sorry, that part of the screen, and you can change your channels using the down button or the up button. And also you can have your navigation, and also your phone when you attach it on. Obviously there's no phone connected at the minute. Excuse me. Media center, reversing camera, super clear, really clear. They've obviously upgraded the camera in these. They were always good. That's much better than it was before though. Top right hand corner you can see the picture of the truck. There's also a fan which will show you the front and rear parking sensors as well, which is nice. Media center, I think arguably it's the best media center in a pickup truck I've ever seen personally. Navara's probably the next one along from it, but this one, they are phenomenal. The reason being, I'll show you, the map works in the same way that your phone does, so it's interactive in the point of that it's, here's me saying this quick, it is super quick, so you can zoom in, pinch out, it works in the same way that your phone does. It's just a nice system and it works very quick, so there must be a really fast processor in there. Music wise, sources you can do Bluetooth audio, CD, DAB, FM and AM, all the standard stuff. Climate control, obviously just standard bits, Bluetooth, and then if you look on settings you've got lots of different options. Now I was having a mess about this before, and I was wondering what this Ford pass connection was, and it's a vehicle hotspot, and it suggests that there's a cellular what's the word? I can't get the word out now. There's a cellular modem built in. Don't know where it is, no idea. It's the first time I've ever seen it, but that's quite cool. So obviously the vehicle creates a hotspot for Wi-Fi. Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay, blah blah blah, all the doors and stuff. And then it's got ambient lighting as well, so you can pick your different lights all around the vehicle, and I think that's really cool. Passenger carpet, nice and clean, no damage, everything looks clean. Roof lining is exceptionally clean, there's no damage. I can tell you, as an ex-smoker, it smells nice inside. It doesn't smell like it's ever been smoked into me. Ex-smokers always pick up, I don't know why, but it's a thing. I always can smell cigarette smoke or cigarettes that has ever been smoked in a vehicle. Might have been 10 years ago, I still smell it. In this one I can't smell anything at all. It just smells nice and clean. Seats in the back are really very clean, there's no damage or anything like that. Obviously we'll have a quick look closer. Another thing as well, I didn't realise until recently, but see that button there, picture of a man speaking. If you've got an iPhone, I know you can get an iPhone, I've not got an Android, so I don't know for definite, but you can go into CarPlay on your phone. You can press and hold that button, and then you can actually use your Siri, if you like, through your actual vehicle. I think that's really cool, and something I've never seen before. Lots of different options down here, which again, nice extras. It's got stop start, park assist, stability control, lock-in rear diff, and also hill descent. And then obviously switchable four-wheel drives there. USBs are down here. Yeah, decent stuff. Another nice thing in these, which was lost in about 2016, they stopped putting this coin tray in, and they've put the new one in the new ones. Another nice thing is, if you see that vent there, when you've got your aircon on, what you can do is you can open that vent, and it's not a fridge, but you can make that into like a cool box, which is really nice. All bits of information that you might not know. But yeah, all good stuff. Just while I'm here, let me pop the bonnet. That's there. Let's have a look in the back. Oh. Driver's side rear door card. Again, it's really nice and clean, there's no damage. As you saw earlier on, seats in the back are exceptionally clean. Again, like the front passenger seat, I don't think they've been sat in. Bolsters just feel like brand new. Overmats all around, carpets are all very clean, as you can see. It's got the centre armrest in the back with a cup holder. These do come up, and then underneath you can see you've got your cubby hole with your tools. And then another option, nice option for your passenger, it's got to the 230 volt plug in the rear as well. And the seats do come forward at the back, and as you can see, it's all nice and clean in there as well. Let's have a look in the passenger side. It's also worth mentioning, if this one's not for you, or if you're looking for anything else, we do specialise in pickup trucks. We always aim to have plenty on site, there's always more arriving all the time. So, passenger door card, again, really nice clean condition, there's no damage. There's a couple of little tiny marks there, not sure what that's from. It's out of place, but yeah, clean. Passenger seat, as you can see, exceptionally clean. Passenger rear. And again, everything's nice and clean. Right, so we'll look under the bonnet. Now obviously it's got full Ford service history, so it's been maintained correctly as per their schedule, which is obviously always nice to see. But it's easy to see, obviously it's been looked after. Clean, fluids, correct levels, everything's exceptionally clean underneath. Genuine Ford battery. Obviously these do come with 3 years or 60,000 miles manufacturer's warranty, so because obviously it's done 85,000 miles, obviously the warranty is not intact anymore, but the fact that it's got the full Ford service history obviously just highlights how well it's been looked after. You can see there's no signs of any oily residue around the turbo unit. There's no signs of any historic oil leaks, and everything's really nice and very clean. Let's have a quick look underneath. So again, there's no signs of any historic oil leaks underneath. Chassis is in great condition, as is the exhaust. Let's have a quick look at the rear diff, and again, it's nice and clean and dry. No signs of any weeping or oily residue. Spare wheel, I think that's an alloy. It looks like an alloy, and it looks like a brand new tyre as well. So great news all round. The vehicle is in fantastic condition. One tiny little dent on that driver's door, which is a nothing. Couldn't even see it on the camera, but I'd rather be honest. Obviously full Ford service history, fantastic condition throughout. Great price, great truck. If it's something that you like, get in there quick because it won't be here long, I'll guarantee it. It's worth mentioning that if you like the vehicle, have a look on our Facebook page. There are pictures on there of this vehicle that you won't see anywhere else. Thanks for the moment anyway. Thanks for watching and sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.